Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Unlimited. Today, we are talking about finding the best bra for you. I wanted to talk about this for a variety of reasons. Last episode, we talked about feeling confident and building confidence in your body, in your own skin, which is the root of everything, like how you feel inside yourself. But what we wear also influences how we feel. It is how we project about ourselves into the world. And so when you're wearing something that doesn't quite fit right, that is uncomfortable, that doesn't feel like it reflects the person that you want to reflect into the world, then that can influence how confident you feel. Oftentimes we think of our outer clothes as those things that really reflect that confidence into the world, like, a nice pair of slacks or skirt, a dress. But our undergarments can have even more of an impact because they influence how our outer clothes fit and fall on our body. So I was recently reassessing my wardrobe, and one of the things that I was considering were my bras, and realizing that, they don't quite fit properly anymore. They've stretched out, the band's too loose, some of them are falling apart. And I thought, okay, it's time. It's time to go shopping. So I didn't want to do what I've always done, because what I've always done has not really been working very well for me, to be quite honest. I recalled seeing posts on a Facebook group that I'm in about a boutique that's a little ways out from me called Moxie. And I looked them up and I'm like, oh, they're kind of far, and I'm not really keen on going into stores and doing a lot of shopping, but they had a virtual bra fitting. And I thought, let's see how that goes. Let's try that, because other things haven't. Going into the store hasn't been working terribly well. So, hey, they seem to know what they're talking about. And boy, did they. When I got on a call with Sonja, she not only did the fitting and showed me where to measure and everything, but she also explained bras to me in a way that I had never had bras explained to me before. And I thought, how did I not know this? And if I don't know this, how many other people don't know this? So I asked if she and her business partner, JoAnn, would be willing to come onto the podcast and share their expertise. In this episode, we explore things like the importance of a proper bra fitting, the factors that make bras work for you, why so many women wear the wrong size bra, red flags in bra fittings, how to make a bra last, and, of course, releasing self-judgment based on social norms. A little bit about them. Sonja is a co-owner of Moxie with a passion for providing women of all shapes and sizes with bras and swimwear that offer fabulous fit, comfort, and design. As a wife and mother, Sonja understands how an ill-fitting bra can negatively impact a woman's self-confidence and self-esteem. And with a young daughter of her own, she was driven to accomplish a mission of educating and empowering women of all ages to find comfort in their undergarments. A professional bra fitter that delights in seeing her customers smile when they find their perfect fit, Sonja is often celebrated for her warm customer service style and willingness to go the extra mile for Moxie clients. Sonja is the marketing visionary for Moxie and enjoys sharing all of their extraordinary products and services with everyone. JoAnn is the other co-owner of Moxie and is a woman driven with the purpose of bringing comfort to other women. As a wife, mother, and grandmother, caring is in JoAnn's nature and it shines from within. The common trend they hear over and over from their customers is how truly cherished they feel when they work with JoAnn. A professional bra fitter with a heart, JoAnn always takes the time to truly listen to her customers' needs and frustrations so she can best provide a solution that brings them the comfort and fit they have been searching for. JoAnn consistently goes above and beyond to serve those less fortunate and is a driving force behind Moxie's support of nonprofit organizations both locally and nationally that benefit women and their needs. I am so excited to share this episode with you. So without further ado, let's get started. Hey there, I'm Valerie Friedlander, Certified Life Business Alignment Coach, and this is Unlimited. This podcast bridges the individual and the societal, scientific and spiritual, positive and negative, nerdy and no, there's just a lot of nerdy. Come on board and let's unlock a life that's as badass as you are. Welcome, Sonja and JoAnn. I'm so excited to have you on the podcast today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, nice to be here.
So before we get started, I'd love for you to share just a little bit about who you are and what Bare Moxie is and how you started it.
Well, we are a bra fitting store, and we go from 28 band to 54 and A cup to O cup. And in the store, we're able to get some O's. We started because there was an issue that I had getting into bras, and I complained to my friends, my husband, anybody that would listen. And I'm like, what is going on? How can this be that there's nothing that fits me properly and I'm not comfortable all day long? So then we have the investigator, Sonja, and she's just like, well, how can we do this? What can we do? And I'm like, yes, what can we do? And we ended up looking into it, finding that there is a lot to bras. There's a lot to making sure that you're comfortable, and getting sized does matter and making you feel better. So once we started doing that, or investigating and looking into it, it seemed like it was going to be a good thing for us to feel better and to move in a different direction for Sonja out of the corporate world and getting into her own business. And for me, eventually to get there, once we can take that full leap, we will. So we enjoy it. We enjoy customer service. We thought that this is something that we can provide to ladies and make them feel good.
And I'm Sonja. I'm the other half. And we absolutely, we started Bare Moxie with trying to help women find comfort and fit and style. If JoAnn, for example, could find a bra that fit her well, which was hard enough, it was always black, white, or nude. It was never pretty. Like, that wasn't even an option. So we definitely, when we designed Bare Moxie as a store, first and foremost, we did not have a retail designer come into our space. JoAnn and I literally sat down and designed our space. We wanted people to walk in and feel like you're visiting a good friend and maybe have a cup of coffee. And while you're there, you'll pick up a bra. But we wanted it to just be a very comfortable atmosphere. And so that's really what we've worked hard on, trying to be able to provide people so they just feel comfortable being fitted with us. They are confident in their purchases, and above and beyond all, they're actually pretty. Whether you need everyday bras and you're an A cup, or you're a K cup, or you're an O cup, or you need mastectomy bras, they can all be pretty. All girls want to feel pretty. There's no reason for you to settle for anything less.
I so appreciate that. Just as someone who has really struggled myself, like, I have been able to go to places that will fit acceptably, and then they're like, well, it's okay for a little while, but it's so confusing and frustrating to not be within and JoAnn and I were just chatting a little bit about this ahead of time, of like being in the norm, even though I hate using that word so much, to try and find something that allows you to feel good in your body and in the clothes that you want to wear. And feeling good in your body is super important to enjoying life. And I took some time recently and decided, going through my wardrobe, especially going through COVID and looking at all of the things that are in my closet and kind of going, I deserve better than this. At this point, it's time to refresh. It's time to not just feel frumpy, which really affects your demeanor. So going through my closet and going, okay, it's time. I deserve new nice wear, including the undergarments, because that makes a difference in how it fits you. And I had heard about Bare Moxie through a Facebook group that I was in. So I called you up because you were doing online fittings. Now, I'm assuming that's something that you jumped into with COVID and not being able to have people come into the store. Because I'm like, that store environment sounds beautiful. I'd like to feel like I can trust And, it's just a warm, cozy, like, okay, we're going to talk about my boobs. Can I feel comfortable doing that? Because our society doesn't make it very comfortable to do. What has it been like to step into the virtual space of doing business? Were you online much before COVID?
No, actually, the last thing we wanted to do is be online. We've always had an online website, but we've never done an online store. We've never done online fittings because we really want to see you in the store. So knowing your band and your cup size is a big piece of the puzzle, but the other side of that really is the style, because you and I could be the same exact size. That does not mean we can wear the same bra just based on your natural breast shape. So virtual fittings are something that just evolved because people were scared to come in the store. And the online store likewise evolved because we had customers that were current customers. They already knew their size because they shopped with us. They wanted an easy way to be able to click and have things shipped to their home. So we kind of have designed that store so the products that are in there are certainly not all the products we sell. It's a very limited catalog, but there are items that for us have fit fairly true to size. We do have some things that fit, we know, about an inch tighter in the band, or the cup runs a little bigger just based on how manufacturers have produced the product. But there's no way you as a consumer would know those. So we kind of try to keep those off the website because our goal is not to sell you something that doesn't fit great. We want to help you as much as we can. And the virtual fit's a way of us trying to do that. It actually has been pretty successful. I have customers that have done virtual fittings out of Minnesota, out of Arizona, that would have never found us any other way. So it's been great. But again, our favorite way is just to really get you in the store and get to be able to help you right there.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because there's something nice and pampering about going shopping to get something really special for yourself. And this is something that, a lot of women wear all the time. So I was really impressed when I got on with you to talk about, okay, well, I don't know how this works. I've always gone into a store and I've gotten usually Victoria's Secret or something, and I've gotten measurements and, they put me in something that, like, I've tried on a million bras and I've got something that is pretty good for a while, but like when I got on a call with you, you covered things that I had never heard before. No one had ever explained like the life cycle of a bra. I didn't know that was a thing, and how the fit works. And of course, with a catalog that includes larger sizes, it was kind of like, well, this is why those don't work well for you. So would you share a little bit about, like, even walk us through when you get on a call with somebody, what are some of the things that you want them to know about? Why is a good fitting important, and what are you looking for?
Right. Well, one of the most important things we have to make sure people know right off the bat is how a bra should fit, because so many women wear it improperly and they don't know, so they lose all their support. So really 80% of your support is designed to come off the band. The straps are supposed to do very little work, but what most women do to themselves, or someone does it to them, is what we call a sister size. So what JoAnn and I know, but you maybe don't, or you do now, but maybe you didn't, is every time we make your band bigger, you get more room in your cup, whether we want you to or we don't. It's just how it works. So a lot of times if you're shopping at a big box store and they only carry, let's say, up to a triple D, and let's say you're really an H, but they don't have your size. So what they know is every time they make your band bigger, you get more room in your cup. So if we just keep making it bigger and bigger and bigger, eventually it kind of works, except all of your support has been lost because it's supposed to come off that band. So a lot of times when you put women in a properly sized bra, they think, gosh, this band feels very tight. You should really only be able to put 2 fingers between your back and your band. On the loosest hook, that's how snug it should be. So it's really an education for women to understand how that's supposed to feel, because there's been so much of making it bigger and bigger and bigger that it feels odd to them. And it's very easy to diagnose if that's their issue, because a lot of times the first thing they'll say is, oh, I can't keep my straps up. And they think it's the straps of their bra. Sometimes it is. Some bras are cut wider, but a lot of times it is simply that the band is too big. So if the band is too big, then you are asking the straps to do more work than they were ever designed to do. And likewise, a lot of people think that the biggest cup that they even make is a triple D. And in reality, it goes all the way to an O. So if they think a triple D is, a Dolly Parton situation, they look down and say, well, gosh, I'm not that. So they automatically start stepping down their cups. then that doesn't work. So they start making that band bigger and bigger. You know, our average customer at Bare Moxie really is a GH. That's not even a big cup. That's just normal. But if that's average, and most stores don't go above a triple D, it's very easy to see why so many women are so very missized.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was wearing 38 with D, sometimes double D. And that was when we did our fitting, it was like, actually, you should be in a 32 or 34, depending on the bra you're wearing. I was like, what? No wonder it's so uncomfortable and not working well for me. So tell us a little bit about the life cycle of a bra, because you explained some of how the bra wears to me, and we talked about the different lengths of the hook. Like, I was wearing them all at the tightest hook right off the bat, and when you explained to me that life cycle, I was like, is that how it's supposed to work?
Yeah, there are a lot of people that seem to think those hooks are decorative. They're not. They're not a decorative thing. So yeah, you should always start your bra on the loosest hook when you buy your bra, because what we know is bras always stretch. Body heat makes them stretch. So they don't get tighter unless you gain weight. There's no other way that's going to happen. So as it stretches, JoAnn and I want to make sure you've got room to come in a hook. And when you're as tight as possible, you need a new bra, but it should last a while that way. And it's a sheer red flag. I always tell my customers, if you go somewhere to get sized and immediately they tell you, oh, you should always start on the middle hook, that just is an automatic indicator they don't have your size. They're trying to sister size you, and they have a little guilt about it because they do know that support should come from the band. So they want to try to help you as much as they can, but they're trying to buy that extra cup space with a bigger band. So always be aware of that.
And how long should a good bra last you? If you know that, like, okay, as the time goes on, you're going to have it move tighter and tighter. Like, at what point do you need a new bra?
Well, there's a lot of factors with that because it depends on what you're doing in the bra. How much are you going to sweat? What are your body oils, And we say that you should have a bra, or, I like at least 3 to 4, because you want to be able to cycle them. It's not necessarily that you have to wash them every time you take them off, but you do want to let that bra rest and let that elasticity get back into somewhat where it was, right? And give that bra a break, put another one on. So, I mean, my ideal would be 5, but you can get away with 3 in that cycling of it. Again, depending on what you're doing in it, I would say that it could last 9 months doing it with 3 bras, maybe a year, just depending on what you're doing,
Well, and of course, if you want lots of pretty bras to change out, or if they're just all functional. So 3, if you're going for basic functionality. I know I like to have like a black one and a nude one, but then also like a fun one. And what about if you want a strapless?
Yep. And your sports bras. I mean, because those are a little tighter because, that material is made for that. They know you're going to sweat in it. They know that that's going to take a lot of workout on that elastic. So they are made with a different material. But, some people need that for every day.
Yeah. Well, and that was interesting because we did our fitting and I ordered 2 bras. I ordered a t-shirt bra and a sports bra to start, just kind of make sure sizing was good and everything was the way I needed it to be. And you all have a policy where if it doesn't fit, there's a return process that you can get your proper size, which is awesome. I didn't need to use that because it was exactly what I needed. And I was really impressed because I've never had a sports bra that fit really well, but didn't feel like it was poking me. They were always really kind of uncomfortable. It was like, this is the price for having big boobs, is to like have to be uncomfortable in order to exercise and be at least somewhat comfortable exercising. And while it was certainly a little bit tighter than I had been used to, I was like, oh, I can run because I like to go jogging and I'm not being poked. And I'm also not having my breath impacted by the running, and it is breathable. So I was like, oh, this is amazing. How do you help people find the style? Then also when you do the fittings online, what does that look like?
I always tell people when they come in and they say, oh, I've tried to buy bras online and it's a hot mess. I say, yeah, I own a bra store and I don't buy bras online. Like, it's just not a good idea. So unless you've put bras on a variety of body shapes, it's really hard for you to judge. Now, JoAnn and I see so many different, I always say, for boobs, we see big, small, and none because we do mastectomy. So we literally cover the gamut. So we absolutely know, breasts that are more pendulous shaped are not going to work in certain bras. Breasts that are very full from top to bottom are not going to work in certain bras. So you, the customer, would not necessarily know. To you, a bra is a bra. They should all work the same. But when you come into a trained professional, it's just literally a numbers game. And we see so many, and we have tried them on so many people that we absolutely know what works best for who. And JoAnn and I are interesting because I always say we kind of just shop for us, and then it works out for all of our customers. We are very different. Typically for a bra, I'll wear a 38 double D. JoAnn usually wears a 36K. So if I buy bras I love, she cannot wear them. And she has bought bra styles that I also love, but I know I cannot wear them. They're gorgeous on her, but I just don't have enough breast tissue for them. So between the two of us, we kind of cover the gamut. And that's why everyone can kind of find something they love at Bare Moxie.
I love that in a lot of ways, it's like you really have to throw out that comparisonitis game that we so often play. There's a big movement online I've seen, at least in my feed. I know everything gets curated by so much you're looking at, but since I tend to do a lot around the body positivity, there's a huge movement around showing like when I stand this way, but then when I stand like this, and just the difference of a pose or posture can make, but also body types. What looks really amazing on one body type is not going to look amazing on another body type necessarily. And just like undergarments, I didn't even think about, undergarments might actually be the same way.
No, they are. When we first bought one of JoAnn's absolute favorite bras, and JoAnn will remember this, it was just introduced. We were at New York. We were at a Curve show there, which is kind of like Fashion Week for lingerie. And we were all primarily bra owners. There were some fitters that were there, just fitters as well. But we were all in a seminar with a woman that runs a fit school. She's amazing. And so her name is Freddie, and they have this new bra style. So they put it on, and Freddie was going on and on. Right, JoAnn? This bra looks amazing on everybody. So amazing on And so I fit JoAnn, and I put it on her. And to this day, it's one of JoAnn's favorite bras. And it looked amazing on her. She didn't lie. It looked amazing. JoAnn put this bra on me, and I swear to you, I looked at Freddie and I was like, really? And Freddie goes, almost everybody. It looks amazing on almost everybody. I'm like, so that's not how I'm going to sell this bra, I assure you. But I mean, I don't have the right breast shape for that bra. I can't wear it. I can sell it all day and I believe in it. It's a gorgeous bra. But if someone walks in my store and they're similar shape to me, they're never going to see that bra. It does not work well for them. So you just kind of have to learn what works best for different bodies.
Yeah. Well, and again, just trying to compare with other people to think about, and of course this goes with everything, not just bodies, but anything. Everybody's life is different. Every person is different, and going, oh, well, that works for them. Why doesn't that work for me? Well, because you're a different person. So it's kind of important. And I love the affirmation that that's true with bras. You also have some other products in the store that you sell that are similar to bras. Tell me a little bit more about, if somebody was like, okay, I've got my bra set, what else do I need that would relate to that you all would be able to help me with?
Yeah, our swimwear is all on a bra base as well. So we do bikinis, one-piece, tankinis. Most of it is underwire, some of it is not, and most of it is designed to fit you as a bra fits you. So if you have someone that legitimately is a 32J cup, for example, in their bra, chances are they can't run to Target and get a great swimsuit with a shelf bra. It just doesn't give them the lift and support they're looking for, or the coverage for that matter. So our bra style swimwear absolutely covers everything, supports everything, lifts everything in a similar bra size. So if you're a 32J for your bra, you're probably wearing a 32J in your swim top. Some people like a little more room in swimwear, so it could be a 34, but it's going to be very close there. So we do the swimwear. We also do some lingerie and loungewear as well.
So I'm curious, within all of this, I mean, you've accumulated such a knowledge base just from going, there is a problem here. We need to find a solution. And stepping into all of this, what were some of the things that you were most surprised or even shocked by that either you didn't know that you discovered as you were looking, or that you've had customers come in and you've been like, wait, how did you not know this? I mean, I've already mentioned some of the things that I was like, how did I not know this? But I'm curious if there are other things that have kind of surprised you about learning about this industry.
I think the biggest thing for me was that, just getting into a bra and teaching people how to get into a bra. You don't know. Your mom throws a bra at you, or the salesperson throws a bra at you. Put it on. Okay. Well, we know how it goes on, but you need to be adjusted once you're in that. Adjust yourself, get your breast tissue above the wire, in front of that wire, so that you're protecting your breasts. You don't want to injure yourself. You don't want to be uncomfortable. And once that breast tissue is pinched in that band somewhere where it shouldn't be, you're not going to feel good. So getting into a bra itself was the biggest learning thing, because nobody ever taught me. So it's like, let's teach these people so that they're comfortable with doing it themselves, because people don't want to touch themselves, and I'm like, touch yourself. It's okay. Go in there and adjust.
Sonja, anything that really surprised you about all of this?
Well, I would agree with JoAnn, because people don't know how to scoop. We call that the scoop and swoop. People do not know how to do it. So a lot of people, if they do anything, they just lift their breasts up. Or my least favorite is they do this. They swoosh them out to the outside, which is an automatic indicator they just never had enough cup. So if someone sells you a bra and your cup isn't big enough, the last thing they're going to do is tell you put more breast in it, because they're just hoping what they gave you is going to stay in. So getting people to understand, and we've had so many women that come in and say, I hate underwire. I don't want underwire. And I have no problem with that. We sell bras with and without underwire, but I always say, let's try one in your actual size with underwire, and then we'll try one without. It's totally fine. Now, a lot of times the reason they hate underwire is because it hasn't been the right size. So the way underwire works is, as your cup increases, it literally moves back on your breast. It is designed to sit all the way back behind your breast tissue. So if you've been making do with a 40D and you really are a 36I, yes, it will pinch. It will be uncomfortable. It's not in the right spot. It's not getting all the way back behind all that breast tissue. So that makes a world of difference, just simply getting you the right size. So I totally agree with JoAnn. My other thing is just people don't understand the vast array of sizing that's available. And so it's funny. I had a customer in not too long ago. She came in, and I always love when they come in and tell me, I know I'm a 44 double D. I know I am. But, I look at you and immediately I know you're not, because I'm a double D. And when I look at you and I'm like, because this is a double D, that should not be. But we'll start we'll just double check. So when I put them in their actual size and they end up being, a 38J, and their breasts literally go from their waist up to where they belong, they are always surprised. And I've had so many women that look at me and say, oh, so you don't measure like D, double D, triple D? No, I do. You're just not in that part of the alphabet. You're a J. So I have to walk them on down to where they actually sit. But you don't know what you don't know. So they don't even know that's a possibility. So they're always, enlightened that that's even an option. And then their next question always is, why don't other stores carry these sizes? And I honestly don't have an answer. There's no reason. It's clearly not that difficult to get. JoAnn and I get them every day. It's not that hard. So that always surprises me. And the other expectation that they're going to spend so much more coming in, getting the right size bra. And that my favorite is when people say, if I tell them you're a 36L, oh, how much will my bra cost? Well, the same as the 36D, because the price is based on the bra style, not the size. We don't charge you more based on what your cup size is. There might be stores that do that. I don't know, but it doesn't make any sense. We don't pay more, and neither do they. So you shouldn't pay more. You should just pay what you pay for the bra. So there are a lot of just misgivings that are out there that are just really too bad, And then when people come through and they buy bras with us, we have several very economical brands, honestly. Parfait, for example, is not difficult to get a really nice bra. One of my favorite bras, $55. It's not a budget buster at all. So people come through and buy bras and say, gosh, I spend this at Victoria's Secret and it's not even my size. Correct. So we really try to stay as reasonable as we can within, the manufacturer's suggested pricing.
Yeah. Well, I think you said a key word right there, which is expectations. And a lot of times we look at what we see in the magazines, what we see, what we're fed, and our subconscious brain goes, well, that's normal. That's the way it should be. What's wrong with me? And there's so many times where we're like just asking, well, what's wrong with me? I can't even tell you. Like, this is such a theme in my work around like people going, well, okay, so you're going to fix me, or like, what's wrong with me that this isn't working? And it's like, well, of course it's not working. That doesn't work for you. It's not you. It's the expectations that you've internalized, the standards, the patterns, all this stuff that, 95% of our brain is subconscious. So we just kind of take that in and just think, wait, this doesn't work. So I love that you're breaking those expectations, those belief systems that have limited what we think we have access to in our bodies to feel good in our bodies and what we can wear. One thing we didn't hit on at all, do you carry nursing bras and support for women who are either pregnant or have had babies?
Yes. Yes, we do. And, our sizing through there is the same. We can get A cups. We can get up to P cups. There's one that goes to P. That's amazing to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's another area that definitely needs to be taken care of, because you get larger when you're pregnant and when you're nursing, you have that fluctuation. So we have some that are so cute. They look like little camis, and then you can pull them up, you can pull them down, depending on the shirt that you want to have over them. Again, we like cute. We like to make sure they're functional, but that's a time where sometimes you don't feel all that cute, and we're like, yeah, you get this. Because again, we shop for us. If we had this situation, this is what we would want.
I love that. Because yes, as soon as you said it's so cute, I'm like, what? We get cute?
You get cute. Polka dots, stripes, whatever we can find.
I love it. It's so important. It just, that's one of the big ones that comes up for a lot of new moms, is just that feeling frumpy and the idea that, oh, you get cute too? Yes.
Yes.
You deserve cute too. So
Everybody gets cute.
Yes. How often would you recommend someone get fit for a new bra?
We really recommend that you get fitted annually, because even if you don't gain a lot of weight or lose a bunch of weight, again, your breast shape changes through the years. Absolutely. So, bra styles that maybe worked great for you a year or two ago, maybe are not cutting the fit anymore. Maybe you need a little more lift. We've got different styles. We do cut and sewn bras, which have the seaming. And we also have formed or molded bras that are more, people call them t-shirt bras. We carry both, but the cut and sewn always will give you a little more lift. So even if you were always a t-shirt bra girl, as you age, you might find you're a little more happy in those cut and sews, because they give you a little nicer silhouette. You do have the seams, but some are not as aggressive as others, and we definitely help kind of guide you in that direction, because we have customers that could care less about the seams. We have customers that don't want to see them. So we try to help everybody out a little bit. But again, it's not a one size fits all. It's not a one style fits all. And just like your hemline maybe has went up and down through the years, your bra style will change too.
Absolutely. Well, and the styles that you want to wear may change too, which will change the undergarments that you want to go with it. But I can't tell you, it's been a huge difference to not feel like I'm constantly having to adjust myself. That in and of itself breeds more confidence just going about my day. So thank you for that. I know it's also important to you to give back to the community. Would you share a little bit about that?
Well, we're really excited that we like to participate in the communities. We like to give back. We like to do what we can for Go With The Flow is one of the organizations that we work with. And we'll take donations all year long for them. And they pick up, and what they do is provide feminine products and, deodorants, toothpaste, everything. These go to young girls that don't have that opportunity to have it, and to homeless shelters too. They do a lot. You don't think about, well, everybody can go get pads and tampons. No, not really, not everybody, and not all the time. So we find that that's a great organization to help. And again, we'll take donations for them all year. We have a huge basement. We have a lot of space for their things. And then we also we'll do donations for bras, you gently used new ones that you think could be passed on. And we store those all year long. And then we'll go to Hesed House and Size down there. And that's just an amazing feeling to give somebody that hasn't had a good bra in quite a while, to give them that lift and support, and just that confidence that they are worth having something. They are worth us coming out to take care of them. So those are just a couple of things that we do that we really enjoy supporting in the communities.
I love that you do so much within your area of expertise to help women know that they're valuable, no matter where they're at in their life or whatever their life circumstances, that they deserve to feel good in their body and to have the things that take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
I always ask my guests a couple questions as we wrap up. I would love for you to share, what does it mean to you to be unlimited?
So for me, I think being confident, to know that I'm helping somebody, to know that I am able to educate somebody in getting into a proper bra. There's things that I can teach them and help them with. And that feeling of, okay, I put it on them, and just seeing that light in their eyes, that's because you can't see the smile anymore right now. But, just seeing that, you can tell the sparkle comes in their eyes, and they're just like, yep, this is it. You put that shirt on and it gives you that nice silhouette, and they're just happy because they haven't had that. So that feeling there, that's my unlimited feeling.
And I think my unlimited is just, JoAnn and my story is pretty unlimited. I worked retail years ago when I was in college, and then went into the corporate world for 15, 17 years before I quit and walked away, and we made this complete, and I do mean complete, leap of faith by opening Bare Moxie. And we weren't really sure, if it would sink or swim, but I think we both are really we feel like our potential is unlimited. The impact we can make on people is unlimited. Our skills are really unlimited. Like, I built our last website. I never built a website. I just make this up as I go along. Like, anytime JoAnn and I come up with a block, we always kid each other. And it is true. We're very different personalities. We're very, very good friends. But if I am upset and stressed out, she is calm. And if she is upset and stressed out, I am calm. We never get upset or stressed out together. We're like the yin and yang. So together, we absolutely are unlimited, because the second I say, well, I don't think we can do this, JoAnn's like, I have a way. So let's do this. We're going to take a left, a right, and then we're going to zigzag. Oh, you know what? That could work, and vice versa. So I think independently, we're both very strong women, and we both are very vivacious and very determined, and we will absolutely get what we want. That's just how we are kind of wired. But together, we are absolutely unstoppable, because we will just plow through whatever obstacles we need to get to our end result. And so far, it's been wonderful.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, and the gift that you're giving women to help them feel better in their bodies, and then giving back to the community in ways for women who maybe don't have as many means and need support. That gift of helping women at all different spaces of life know that they're valuable and that they deserve to feel good is such a blessing. So I love that so much. What song do you listen to when you want to feel unlimited? You're like, let's listen to some music.
My song is Fine by Miley Cyrus. That's my absolute unlimited. And I think it's because, I, for whatever reason, was getting a ton of radio play when we opened Bare Moxie. So we've been open 4 years now. And we'd hear it all the time in the radio. And I would actually tell JoAnn, I'm like, this is our song, JoAnn, back when we started that, because, just the lyrics of it. There's always going to be another mountain. I'm always going to want to climb it. And that's how JoAnn and I are. We start the store We had a baseline of how we were going to do, and then we upped the bar. And then we had a baseline how we were going to do, and then we upped the bar. And so we always just keep moving things through.
Well, mine changes because life changes, right? Life changes you. Right now, I love pink. That's all I know so far, because it is just on making sure that you take those boundaries that are set on your life, right? And people set them all the time, and just say, hey, I am more than that. I can be more than this. And just throw your head up and go where you can go, because you make those lines, not somebody else for you.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, both of you, for joining me for this conversation and for sharing your expertise with the listeners. I know people are walking away with this going, what? So tell everybody, if they're like, oh, well, I need a fitting and I need new bras, where can they find you?
So they can go to www.baremoxie, that's BareMoxie.com. And that website will show you a little snippet of some of the things we have. It will also let you to book an in-person fitting right there at the website. If you just click book online, there's no cost to an in-person fitting. It's complimentary. You just pay for the items you purchase. If you're not coming out to Geneva and you want to do a virtual fitting, there is a $25 non-refundable fee affiliated with that. But you can click that and book that right online as well. So 2 really easy ways to get a hold of us. Or, of course, you can always call us at 331-248-0772.
Awesome. And the amount of time and attention that you get for that booking, if you do it online, is completely worth the value. So don't let distance stop you. And I will have links in the show notes for anyone who wants to click and check it out.
Fabulous.
Thank you again.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having us. We really appreciated it.
Thanks for listening. I so appreciate you being here. If you got something out of today's episode, please share it. Leave me a review, take a screenshot, and post it on social with a shout out to me. Send it to a friend or, all of the above. Want to hang out more? Join me on Instagram. Or better yet, get on my mailing list to make sure you don't miss out on anything. And remember, your possibilities are as unlimited as you are. Allow yourself to shine, my friend. The world needs your light. See you next time.